Right, so here we are with the Motorola Edge 20 Pro. Oh, whoa. First of all, let me just shout out guys at Vodafone, yeah, for hooking me up with the Motorola Edge 20 Pro for review purposes. Literally, they have been helping me out with a couple few phones on this channel now. So make sure you give them a shout and check out their link in the description section below for some of the best deals you can get for the Motorola Edge 20 Pro. But yeah, right now we've just got the Edge 20 Pro. I thought Motorola Edge phones always had the kind of edge kind of thing at the sides where it would just bleed around the edges, but this is a completely flat display, so I'm not sure why they've called it the Motorola Edge. The cameras are just in the top left there, as it is with most phones since 2018. Looks okay, but just nothing impressive with the design. I've seen this blue reflective design on a lot of phones now, so I'm kind of tired of it. I'd like to see something new, but obviously at the end of the day, you're going to put a case on it anyway. You probably won't even see the design. I like the fact that the fingerprint sensor is on the side. Guys, take note, this is where fingerprint sensors need to be. The capacitive screen thing, it's a dead thing. It's a dead thing, trust me. It needs to be on the side. These ones are the most reliable, fam. Now display is very bright and vibrant, and this display, I have to admit, does go a lot brighter than my Poco F3, which is a similar spec phone at half the price. So it is very colorful, it is very bright. I love the operating system. It seems like it's just Pixel stock Google operating system kind of thing, which I think Motorola have been doing for quite a while, ever since the Nexus 6 days kind of thing, isn't it? So it looks quite decent. It's very fluid and it's very snappy, as you can see, especially with the high refresh rate. Let me go into Instagram. Boom, we're there, fam. Done know the done know. Fam, like and move on, you know, like, move on, fam. Look how quick and snappy that is. Obviously, you know, when you get a phone for the first time, it's doing all the snappiness, but damn, this is smooth, guys. I don't think you guys can really argue with that. Now, just going a little bit more into details of the screen, you've got a couple of options going on there. You've got 60 hertz to save battery. You've got this kind of optimal AI assisted refresh rate of 60 hertz to 120 hertz if you want to save a little bit of battery but still get the high refresh rate when you need it. Or you've got the balls to the wall 144 hertz constant, where everything is 144 hertz. Like, you call your mum, it's 144 hertz, fam. Now, if you want to talk about sound, the sound is okay. However, it's only a bottom firing speaker, and I'm just not sure what's going on there. When you've got phones like the Poco F3, which literally have the same specs but coming at half the price, which have stereo speakers, I don't know where Motorola are going with these bottom firing speakers. Like, the bottom firing speakers aren't quiet, but you can't really get that quality that you would normally get with a set of stereo speakers. I think the only thing I can really talk about next is the camera. Now, that is where I can start seeing the price situation that's going on with this phone over what you get with the Poco F3. Like, the Poco F3, like I said, it's got the exact same specs as the Moto Edge 20 Pro. However, the camera on this phone is different. Like, let me start off with video mode. You've got all the options. You've got 8K at 24, you've got 60 hertz of 4K that you can set out there, 30 frames per second and stuff like that. But mixing around the resolutions and the frame rates is a little bit dodgy. For example, you can get 4K at 30, 4K at 60, but if you want 24 hertz, it has to be 8K. Another thing that's tricky is if you want to use the wide angle lens or the telephoto lens, you have to shoot 1080p 30 frames per second. There you go. Has to be 1080p 30 frames per second. 1080p 30 frames per second isn't bad, but it's just a shame that you don't get 4K 60 across all of the sensors. But I guess it's a £600 phone. I think at £600 you should get that, really. I don't know, am I asking for too much? Maybe I'm asking for too much. The photo modes are good as well. I'm quite impressed with The sensors, to be honest, I'm very impressed with the ultra wide because that is literally is very good. And like if you can see those two bins down there, have a little look at them. Now if I scroll in or use the 5 times, damn, you can literally see what is written on those bins, fam. So that 5 times optical zoom there, that's a lot. That's legit. But yeah, guys, only time will tell, really, fam. Time will tell. Like everything is the same as the Poco F3. The camera's a little bit better here, but then you're also making the trade-off for the stereo speakers. It's a decent phone. It's a nice combination. I think at £600, maybe it's a bit too steep. I think maybe 450, especially with the non-stereo speakers. You do get the Google operating system, and Motorola is more of a recognized brand kind of thing. You know, if you tell people you got a Motorola, they go, okay, that's cool. You ain't got a Samsung or Apple, but you got a Motorola, you're kicking it. If you tell them you got a Poco phone, they'll be like, what? What children's program is that, fam? Like, what's going on? So yeah, that's what you get with the phone, really. I'm gonna put my SIM in it and use it for a couple of weeks, see how it's going, and I'll let you guys know in the next one. Anyway, this video is getting too dark and I can't bother to get my light, so I'll catch you guys. Alright, bless.